That's comedy. That's comedy. I think Jesus would be proud. He ain't hurt nobody. Well, I mean, I don't know. Like, yeah, I mean, I guess if you stuck this on like a hammer or something and someone took it literal, I guess that's on them. All right, so I'm not like an idiot or anything. I know what a label maker is, but I've never actually had one. Now, I do have one at home where it like connects to my smartphone. It's only like this big, but it don't have like no buttons or anything. You just connect it to like your actual phone, and you can download an app and then you type in what you want. I've never actually had a label maker like this. I found this at Goodwill for $6.99. Now, it had a cord with it, but I was talking with AI about like this whole thing. Like, I talk with AI over everything. And AI was looking at the specs on the brick and said that it's not the right one. I don't know. It plugs in, but it like wasn't getting enough power. But the cool thing about this one is it runs on batteries, and the batteries are in there, and it actually works. So there's what it has white laminated tape already in it right there. 6 AAA batteries it runs on, or the little DC cable right there, little DC port. Here's the cable it came with right here. And like I said, it plugs in and everything, but the specs on it, AI was telling me that, yeah, it's, no, I don't know. It just has issues, but it does plug in, as you can see there. I don't know if there's like something's broken it. I don't know, okay? But I know it does run off of battery. I was messing around with this in Goodwill, and I printed a label there just to test it out, and it's actually laminated. And AI was telling me that, because I was like, well, how much are the tape rolls? Because it's thermal, there's no ink or anything, and that's what I love, is not have to use ink. Thermal is so good. The only thing about thermal is it doesn't print in color. It's just thermal, but at least you don't have to deal with ink or anything. I've dealt with thermal stuff before, cameras, well, like I said, label maker. I've dealt with thermal before, nothing new. But I thought this was pretty cool. It's called the P-Touch. It's made by Brother. It's model PT, as in Tiger, D200 right there. So I don't know, I thought it was pretty cool. I made that label there, LO, tested out, and I didn't think there was, but I was talking with AI. I'm like, is there like a sensor or anything? Warning, I did make a uncensored, if you want to call it that. I was like, it's not like censor, and it said no, there's no technology that like censors words. So you could, because I was like, can I cuss on it? And AI was like, yeah. So warning, if you're sensitive, just skip ahead like, I don't know, a minute or so. But I thought this was pretty funny. I ended up putting it on the inside because I'm like, well, I don't want to put it on the outside. And yeah, I ended up making one. Oh, this is pretty funny right there. So I don't know. I made that in store. But I don't know. It's just like, I know like these aren't new. Label makers have always been around. I've just never have had one before. And I'm going to use this thing a lot. Now I have always, and I have one still. The ones where you have the tape and then you like crunch down on the handle and it like embosses like the little strip and you peel off the back. I do have one of those at home, so I know about those, I have one. But this, I've never actually had one of these. And I think I'm gonna have a lot of fun with it. I'm gonna label so much stuff. I'm still gonna use my one label maker that connects to my phone. That one's thermal too, because I use it for, like, I don't like leaving chips like in bags and cereal in bags. I like to take those and put them in Tupperware containers, Rubbermaid, stuff like that. So I like to put a label when it expires. So that's mainly what I use that for. But yeah, I mean, this is pretty cool. P-Touch. So we're just going to go ahead and turn it on. It powers on right there. We can just type whatever. Now in Goodwill, I'm going to turn this off because I don't want the batteries to act up. Because it's really weird. When I turned it on, and this is when it was not plugged in, it came on briefly and then it shut off within like 2-3 seconds. I was talking to the AI, I'm like, what is going on here? I was like, it's powering on. I said, the first thought mine was, oh, maybe the batteries are dying, and that could be. I don't know. My battery tester's at home. I just came from Goodwill to here, and yeah. So I tried the, plug it in, and it still did it. I'm like, okay, maybe the plug's not working. So AI was like, take the batteries out and plug it back in and see. And it wasn't coming on with the batteries off. So I'm like, I don't know, the cable's acting up. I don't know. So I ended up putting the batteries back in. I turned it on and it actually stayed on long enough for me to be able to print something. But the funny thing is, when I was in Goodwill, I printed 3 labels total. The LOL, that was the first one. And then, I was like, ha ha ha, I made that. And then I did one that said, and I did a video on this. I was actually filming while I was in there. I did one that said the Richie TV. the thing is, I don't know where it is. I don't know what I did with it. It's not in my pocket. I think what I did was, here's the receipt, Goodwill receipt. I think what I did was, I stuck it inside the box of something that I was going to get. If you watch that video, I don't know if this one will go first or that one, I don't know. There was that box, there's an item that I was going to get, and I was like, I ended up testing it. I put water in a pot to test it. It was a sous vide, what? One of them cookers where you like put the food in a bag and it heats it up slowly. In the end, I decided not to get it, which I was in Goodwill for quite a while, researching it, did video of it, whatever, content to content. I really was going to get it though. I think I put that label inside the box. So someone that buys that is going to open it up and it's going to say the Richie TV. Now I wish I would have put like YouTube and then, you know, colon or, you know, 2 dots, the Richie TV, you know, self-promotion. But I got to thinking, I'm like, man, I could just self-promote. I could like make little labels and stick it on something at Goodwill. And I don't know, it'd be like my little branding. But I don't know, like this thing's pretty cool. But I'll make a label and test for you guys. I don't want to waste all the tape though. Like there's, like this, like when I was typing on this, like off camera before I started doing this, it just reminded me, it took me back to what, early 2010s, late 2000s of, you know, the little QWERTY keyboard, you know, the phones that flip up and you like was it LG Envies? Remember those? Like in the flip phone, well, the flip phone, you had to type on Word. If you wanted to be fast, you had to learn to type on Word. Getting windy. Hopefully the wind, I got my dead cat on, so hopefully it shouldn't be that bad. Anyways, yeah, on the flip phones, you had to type on Word. Those were good times, really simpler times. You had to type on Word if you want to be fast. If you wanted to do it like not on Word, you had to like type each button. Like if you wanted to see, you had to like type it in 3 times, like click on the one button or whatever button it was 3 times. And I don't know, but when I had this out like this and I was doing this, like I was pretty quick with it. I'm like, this just reminded me so much of the like LG, I think that was one of them, the LG Envy, because the first one was like literally a brick, a thick brick. They had gray, and they had the LG Envy 2, where they also flipped out. It just reminded me so much of it, the QWERTY board. But let's just make one, and we'll just call it test. Test, right there. You're probably not seeing it, but when we just literally, like I already know the title of this video. Millennial discovers what a label maker is. Not really. I know what label makers are. Just I've never actually had one. And we're going to go. It asked me how many copies I want. We'll just do one. One's fine. And print. And there it goes. Test. And then you have a little built-in cutter here. Just. That is something that like that. That is freaking cool, man. Yeah, like I said, I already know I'm going to get flack probably saying, really, you don't know what listen, I know what a label maker is. I've just never had one before. Not like this. Like I've always seen them in stores and stuff. But for $6.99 for this one, I don't even know how much they even go for. I think AI told me like 20, 30 bucks. But I've never actually had one, and it has tape in it. It didn't come with any extra rolls, just the one in it. It's laminated white, 12 millimeter, 0.47 inches right there. So I don't know. Documentation, so when I'm in a store, if I want to get any tape, I can just pull up my video. But yeah, AI is telling me that you can buy rolls of tape. I can't remember how much it told me, like the actual name brand. Or you can do the way I like to do things is just get like generic, like on Amazon. You can buy multiple rolls for a lot less. And that's the route I'll probably go. But I don't know, I think this is pretty cool. So yeah, the fact that I can make labels like this, just like this. I would have done it a lot faster, but yeah, I was doing capital and like had to add like the colon space and stuff. Right there, YouTube, the Richie TV, and that's fancy. Like I do love the, you know, the OG stamp it, you know, where it like embossed. I do love that. But this is pretty cool. It's laminated. I did that right. Yeah, YouTube, the Richie TV. That is, I don't know. Like, I know I'm going to get hate and flack in the comments by like older people, boomers and stuff. But label maker, Pretty cool. I can make stuff like this. And then you could do funny ones like this. Like, I know you can buy them online. I don't want that to blow away, even though that's self-promotion right there. But then again, that ties to me. Like, if that blew away in the wind and a cop or something found it, they'd be like, oh, you littered. Here's a fine. Like, would that be probable? I don't know. But there's funny stickers like this that you can actually buy. Now, granted, you're probably better off buying the stickers because obviously it'd be cheaper. But if you want like a quick laugh, you could definitely do this. Watch. And like I said, I know you can buy these. But it's the fact that I can make this on the go and stick it on something in store, like, without having to buy them. That is funny. Being able to just make stuff like that and that looks official. That looks official. That looks like something that you actually like see in a hospital, like an actual label and something. That's golden. That's golden right there. It's right there. Oh man, rectal use only. That's funny. This will be my new profile picture. Like or like do a cross eye or something like. I don't know. Funny. I'm gonna have so much fun with this freaking label maker. Just like this simple, and like this is the simple things in life. Simple things in life. Can put this on my steering wheel. Say rectal use only. Rectal use only. Sorry, baby Jesus. I'm sorry. For I have sinned. I'm sorry. Rectal use only. That's funny. Is that really a sin though? Is that really a sin? That's comedy. That's comedy. I think Jesus would be proud. That's comedy. He ain't hurt nobody. Well, I mean, that's I was gonna say that's a stretch. Pun intended, but I didn't really mean for that to be intended. So no, I don't know. Like, yeah, I mean, I guess if you stuck this on like a hammer or something and someone took it literal, I guess that's on them. That's on them. What is that? Was that Darwin theory? This series that was a natural selection, I think it's called. If you stick this on a hammer and someone actually uses it for that purpose, that's natural selection. I wouldn't call that a sin. That's natural selection. But for now, that's where the label is going to live. It probably won't stay on there for a long time because for one, it's like, yeah. I don't think it's gonna stay on there. Just on there for now. But yeah, the funny things and the ideas that I can make with this. And you can do some money signs, it looks like. Yeah, you can do a money sign, do the pound or hashtag, however, you know. I know it's a pound symbol, and, you know, modern is hashtag. You got the @ I wonder if they make cooler ones nowadays to where, I mean, yeah, you can do the one, yeah, I mean, you're better off just doing the phone then, where you can do like the little emojis and stuff. But having something like this on the go, not having to connect it to your phone, no internet or anything, having a good laugh, making something like this, and just, I don't know, good times are to be had with this. Definite good times are to be had. Let's say off for. This is off, I don't know why. OFF, why does it say off? Oh! Are you able to do different things? Look at this. There's like different little emojis popping up. I don't know if the pixels are picking up or not. But there's like little different things popping up. Like different little, like there's sparks on that one, and there's 90, oh, that is cool. There's like 99 different settings right there. A, B, C, D with a line underneath. Oh, so if you really want to put emphasis on rectal, you could put rectal, put an underline on rectal use on. That is cool. Or you can put like circle around it. That is cool. Or you can make it fancy with flowers around it. Like rectal use on. Put hearts around it like this. This is legit, man. Put city skyline around it. Rectal use only. Like rectal use in the city only. I don't know. This is amazing. Has 99 different settings. I don't know if that just does different emojis or I don't know. This ain't really like a review of this product because I know people might find this video thinking it's a review, and it's not. It's just something cool that I found at Goodwill. You can change the font too, I think, and deco mode, I don't know what that stands for. Like I said, this is not like an actual review or anything. So if you came here for a review, I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know. This is documenting good times. Yeah, you can change the fonts and everything. That's pretty cool. You had a frame around it. Okay, so those things I went through were the frames, those different little things. And then you can push the escape key to go back, and then you can do different fonts. Different fonts and size and width, style. Like there's some actual, and the fact that you don't need internet for this, like you don't need to connect to your phone. Well, I guess the ones you probably don't need internet for, you just use Bluetooth, I guess. I don't know, like this, for the date of period, I don't know when this came out or anything. It's just the fact that this thing, it's amazing. Like a lot of fun to be had with this. Pictograph, what is that? Fun? Oh, can you do like little, I think you can do like little logos. So you could do rectal use only and put a freaking music logo in the end. That is cool. That is cool. Or you can do, you can just pick different symbols. They have basic ones, punctuation. Like this thing is, I don't know, like I said, this is not like a deep dive like review of this thing, but oh, mathematics popped up. So you can put rectal use only and then mathematic logos, and I don't know, pretty cool device. Like I said, I'm not like an idiot. I know what label makers are. I've just never have owned one. The power that I now yield having this, very powerful. Anyways, that's going to wrap it up for this one. I just want to show you guys this pretty cool find. Good deal, $6.99 at Goodwill. For all this power, $6.99. That's a good deal right there. That's going to wrap it up for this one, guys. I will catch you guys in the next video.